Welcome back, everyone. It is your boys, Izzy and Jordan, for our episode 13 for our SGI podcast, which
Lucky
is,
number
I know, lucky number
13.
13, seven more away from 20. OMG. But we are back. It was a long week. A lot of things happened this week. I feel like news-wise and just things that we played and everything, because we actually, we'll get more into that, but we actually ended up starting to play something else instead of Arc Raiders. We only played a little bit of it, but
Got a taste of it.
yeah, we got a taste of it, and maybe it'll end up becoming a thing here on the channel because we usually do like our weekend Arc Raiders. Maybe if we start playing this game more, which is going to be Outlast Trials, which apparently we started playing because it was on sale surprisingly for PC. So I figured, I'll get it. It's like $12. So then I ended up picking it up, and then Jordan already had it because it was free for PlayStation Plus members, which is kind of cool. So I told them originally, I was like, you know what? I'll get it next time it goes on sale. And that was like a week ago. And then sure enough, Memorial Week comes in, and then it's like, sale. And I'm like,
With perfect
all right.
timing.
I know, perfect timing. So honestly, we might end up doing like our weekend Arc Raiders and might be doing our weekend Outlast Trials because even just from the two games that we played,
We
there's a lot of
discovered a
stuff.
lot of
There's a
stuff.
lot of stuff to take away from just those two
I
experiences.
think the
So
custom rooms is probably the coolest thing.
yeah, but that was probably our favorite thing so far. Like highlight for Outlast Trials was customizing your rooms because you get to change the wallpaper,
Mhm.
you get to put posters, little knickknacks on the tables and everything, and then your bed, and then you get to change your sink. I'm pretty sure if you buy like the cosmetic bundles, I'm pretty sure you get
Oh, yeah.
more features to add into your room. But I thought it was kind of cool. I was like, oh, cool! I get to customize my whole ass room. And then what else? Oh yeah, let's just then we were allowed to play chess apparently in the
Oh,
lobby,
yeah.
which I think is insane.
Yeah. Game within a game.
And then what else? There was like two other games.
There was like some brain game that we
It
were
was like
playing.
some brain game where they say a certain color, then you have to like find the correct one or something like that.
It's like the word is red, but the word is like the color blue. So therefore you
Yeah,
have to pick blue. I'm like,
yeah. So
oh,
that was fun. I actually won that one.
yeah.
What else? Oh, and then there was another one. Pong. That wasn't
Oh,
pong. It was like
yeah.
tennis. More like tennis. No, not tennis. Ping pong.
Yeah, it was
More like ping pong. I feel.
It was weird though, because this is like you gotta hold down the button to build up your
Yeah.
stamina. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about
So I
that.
was like, this is kind of cool because you actually have while you're waiting for a game, you could literally just hang out in the lobby and play like
Mm-hmm.
three different games, customize your room, and then talk to the different vendors that are there. Which I feel like would be kind of cool if they added that into Arc Raiders. Which
Yeah,
might be coming sooner than later. Who knows? They haven't
yeah,
announced when they're going to be releasing that, but they did say they want to work on a social hub for Arc Raiders, which I think would be really cool.
that would be so beneficial to that game if they had one.
I know.
Like
Imagine being able to
super
play chess in there too, though.
arc chess.
You know what? This game has become not about the arc; it's become just chess.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was a pretty much kind of cool week. We ended up playing that, and then I got my new jersey that I'm rocking today. I also got from Box Lunch because last time I wore a Huntrix one, and then I went back on Mother's Day surprisingly, and there was this jersey. I was trying to look for a different jersey, and then I saw this one. I was like, this wasn't here last time. I got the previous jersey, and then one of the people that was working there, they're like, oh yeah, we just got these in. I was like, now I gotta get it. I know it's Mother's Day, but I'm gonna get myself something because it is Kingdom Hearts 2, which is probably my favorite game out of all the Kingdom Hearts games. So, and we've talked about it here on the channel, so I feel like it would be the perfect jersey to
Yeah,
get for myself
I
and
didn't even
just
know
wear
that's
on
what
the
it was until
podcast.
you said it. I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was just a normal
And
baseball jersey.
then right here is like a King Mickey.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Very
in the
cool.
back there's I think a number because it's Kingdom Hearts 2. I think there's a number 2 on the back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but honestly, no, not sponsored by Box Lunch, but shout out to Box Lunch. They've been killing it with these jerseys, and I might end up picking up another one because I think there's one more that I want to get. But I want them to keep on coming out with more jerseys because I feel like that has become my attire that I like now. Because I usually just wear shirts and jeans, but I feel like having these jerseys and getting different ones would be kind of cool, and I feel like I like that aesthetic on me. So you'll probably see more jerseys on this channel. But yeah, that was pretty much our week. Uh, so anything? How's your week? I talked about briefly about like our week together, but how was your week in general?
Oh, it's pretty good. I mean, Arc Raiders was pretty big on my plate as usual. And then I touched a little bit with Warhammer again, just kind of get back into that. A lot of good PvP sessions for Arc Raiders this
Oh
week.
yeah, that we'll get into in
Yeah.
our Arc Raiders week because yeah, there was actually we played. I actually played 3 times this week for Arc Raiders. Usually, I only play like once, and I actually ended up knocking out 3 sessions for Arc Raiders. So
Yeah,
more to talk about.
They were all very good, except for
the first one that we when it was just me and you.
Oh, I know, we got
That was
wrecked.
not a fun one, but we'll get more into that.
And then,
but as we all, before we get to our topics, we like to start off with some quick questions. What questions you got for us today?
Let's see. Favorite gaming soundtrack.
Ooh,
that's hard.
There's some solid ones, but I think honestly, I know I've only talked about it briefly on here, but honestly, the Marathon soundtrack is probably my favorite soundtrack.
It's like all dubstep and stuff, right?
It's not dubstep. I don't know. It's like it's very ambient. It's very eerie, like
trance.
Yeah, like trancey and everything. And I don't know, that whole soundtrack. I could literally listen to that soundtrack from beginning to end, without skipping a single one. So I think honestly that has become my like new favorite gaming soundtrack that I've actually have on my regular playlist. And yeah, but that would probably be mine. It was probably I thought I was gonna be here for a while trying to figure out which soundtrack because there's so many good gaming soundtracks. But honestly, that soundtrack for Marathon's pretty top tier. Fortunately, the game's like in a bad state right now, but I'll take it away. I'll as they gave me a good fire soundtrack, I'm cool with that. Maybe they'll revive themselves when season 2 hits. We'll see. And yeah, I think that would probably be my one. If anything, if I could think of a different like gaming soundtrack. Ooh, honestly, I don't know. I guess I would probably say like Bioshock. I feel like Bioshock has a pretty good soundtrack as well.
I love the old school music they play.
Yeah,
very like golden age, like 40s and 50s music.
Yeah, honestly, but I don't remember. I should probably listen to that soundtrack because I only know like the couple ones that they play on like the radio thing. But I'm pretty sure there's probably like a whole soundtrack on it.
There is actually. I think
from what I've heard, from what I remember listening to, and when I played it, the soundtrack's pretty fire in that game. Yeah. Who would you say is your favorite gaming soundtrack?
Ooh. Honestly, I think all the soundtracks from Halo 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Just the main menu music alone is like super like relaxing. Yeah, of course. And then they have like the epic music like when you're doing some of the missions. It's a lot of orchestra music, which is what I'm not a big fan of listening to that like outside of that game, but like for some reason that game plus like orchestrated music fits really well. Well,
I'm guessing that's how it carried over to Marathon because they're both games by Bungie. Yeah. So honestly, they make fire soundtracks.
Not enough to get me to play though.
maybe once the PV game mode comes out for season 2, maybe that might pique your interest because you don't gotta worry about sweats every single lobby.
That's true.
Because the PVE is pretty fun when you don't have to worry about like other runners. The PvE is pretty fun. Like and also too in most any single Bungie game, the killing in that when you get a kill. It's always so satisfying, the sound that you get when you kill when you get a kill. Like even Destiny 1 and 2, like honestly, I didn't play a lot of Destiny 2. But a lot of Destiny 1 and getting the kills in that game was so satisfying. The little ping noise.
For sure Destiny 1 I had like over 1,000 hours put into that game.
I don't know if I had that many hours. But yeah, Destiny 1 was
I could safely say there's no other game that I play. Well, but besides
Modern Warfare. It's like Arc Raiders. I feel like would probably be up there already.
It is, but it's not close to that though.
Because I think my Arc Raiders is probably already at like 300 plus hours.
That's probably about where mine's at too, honestly. Maybe like 500, but I don't know. Destiny, because that game we played that game for like over like a 2-year span before it stopped like being fun.
Yeah,
there's just a lot of hours invested in that game.
Because I think the last one that we were heavily invested in was when they did the Orcs stuff. Because I think they did another expansion after that, which was Wrath of the Machine, and I don't think all of us played that one. I think I played. I don't think I even got that expansion. I think I stopped buying an expansion after the Oryx one. I didn't buy the Wrath of the Machine ones, but I know. Actually, I might have, but I think I didn't. It wasn't until they went on sale because I remember doing the raid briefly, but. Honestly, I think by that point we were already like tired of like doing these.
We were playing other games after that.
And yeah,
at that point.
Because I remember we did try to do the raid in the beginning, and we did like the first part, and then we're just like kind of lost interest. We're just like, let's move on.
That's if they would have fixed the loot system in that game, it would have been a little bit better for me.
Yeah, I think I don't miss the light system in that game, in Destiny 1.
I don't either.
But that's cool. Yeah, but that's our Destiny. That's our Destiny 1 life.
Yeah.
Any other fire soundtracks for you?
Besides that one,
Fallout 3 honestly has a good soundtrack, even because the Fallout 3 has its own like radio that you have access to, and like all the songs that are on there are so like pretty fire. Of course.
I would honestly say my other favorite soundtrack for any game would definitely be like GTA 5.
GTA 5.
The amount of
like from the radios and stuff.
The amount of songs.
I don't remember half the songs that were on those radio stations.
A lot of good songs on there. Classic songs. I mean, like there's a few songs by Kendrick Lamar, and then there's some like obviously some random ones tossed in there, but like there's a decent amount of songs in there.
I do not remember for life of me any of the soundtracks from there. Because I haven't played GTA 5 since it probably originally first came out.
Jeez.
And then they did the remake. Yeah. And I think I played it for a little bit. I didn't replay it fully, but I did play a little bit of it because I think because I had the PS4 version, you got a free upgrade to the PS5 version. Yeah. So I was like, I'll try it. I'll play it for a little bit, but I didn't like heavily invest my time into it again a second time. But yeah, I was like freaking 20. Well, it came out in 2013, I think.
Yeah,
2013. So I stopped playing it around like 2014, 2015, probably around there. Yeah. Because I didn't get into heavily into the online version of the game.
It was mostly just the campaign for me.
Yeah. But I remember I totally forgot about this, but GTA 5, you had to pay for the online mode. I didn't know that.
Really? Oh, wow.
Because I think I was looking on the PlayStation Store just a couple days ago, and it had like GTA 5 the game, and then they had the GTA Online, and you had to pay like $11 for it. I think what they did is that you upgrade it. So I think how it worked is that when you upgraded to the PS5 version, you only got the upgrade to the campaign version to the PS5. And I think if you wanted the multiplayer version upgrade it, you had to pay
which a lot of people did.
You had to pay the excess amount, because I don't know how much it originally was, but right now currently it's like I think $11 to be able to pay for the online version on PS5. So I was like, oh, I did not know that. I did not know you had to pay for the online version.
I know
when you got the free upgrade.
I know for sure when this one drops 6, everybody's gonna be on that.
Oh yeah, like I said, we're hoping it's good. Hopefully, it gets us into playing it, playing a lot more than GTA 5, and gets us into the multiplayer. Hopefully, we can get into the multiplayer because we have like Outlast Trials now, Arc Raiders to like switch between, but I don't know. Like it's been kind of lacking in like the multiplayer era of games right now, because I don't really play Fortnite anymore, even though it got like a big major overhaul with the newest season. I haven't gone back to it. Maybe eventually go back to it, but honestly right now it's just Outlast Trials and Arc Raiders. And then I started Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO. It's been around for probably as long as GTA 5 has been around, and they have a new expansion coming out next year. So that's already, how many expansions is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is expansion number 6.
Jeez.
And I was like, dang, that's crazy when that game still is alive,
relevant
and alive. Yeah, because it's like one of the bigger MMOs still to this day. And yeah, it came out around like the GTA 5 era. So, and then there's still expansions, still new stuff that they added. So I decided to hop back into it because I was like, I never finished the campaign for one of the campaigns that I was doing, so I figured, I'll go back into it and start playing the campaign because I never finished it. So, especially for the hype of the new expansion, which I'm excited for. So, yeah, other things that I got into, I played a little bit of Marvel Rivals, played that new Devil Dinosaur tank, which is pretty fun. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Apparently, it's like I think he's a dinosaur from like I don't know if it was I think they might have made a series of it, but it was like some girl. It's called Moon Girl or something like that. She's an MCU character, and it's like her pet or something like that. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting.
I'd never heard of it till then.
But any other questions for us today besides the soundtrack? We kind of drifted off, talk about other things. Any other questions we have for today?
Favorite gaming snack?
Favorite gaming snack? I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily a snack. Beer. Beer for me would be my snack.
You know what? Before I used to snack while I play, but now I don't really do that. But when I was doing that, I used to love Hot Pockets.
Ooh, Hot Pockets.
Either Hot Pockets or pizza rolls.
Ooh, well, yeah, because it's easy to eat. Yeah. Boom, just pop one in real quick. You don't have, because I hate, if I do play games, I hate to have like a full meal while I'm playing. So I like having the Hot Pocket, having the Hot Pockets and Totinos.
I would rather take a break and go eat.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm gonna have a big old meal, I might as well just take a break. But sometimes I want to like eat and still play. So like Hot Pockets and Totinos are like perfect.
I'm snackish but not hungry.
Yeah,
type of thing.
But yeah, I think that's for me. It's like mostly for me. It's I just like to drink. I like to have something to drink whenever I do longer gaming sessions, and maybe like get a quick whatever's downstairs for like a snack. But I don't think I have like a specific snack that I have to have when I'm gaming right now. Right now.
I mean, I always have my water next to me.
I'll have like water and a drink. Usually it's a beer.
I know. I'm aware. I'm very aware.
Heck yeah. But yeah, it's okay, cool. Well, let's hop into our topics for today, which is pretty much our weekend Arc Raiders, of course. And then we did just recently watch Mortal Kombat 2, so we're going to do a full talk about that because I feel like after watching that, I was like, ooh, there's some good things to talk about.
I saw it on this movie. Day.
Yeah, I didn't.
I know you just.
I just saw it like yesterday. I want to say. Yeah, I just saw it yesterday.
That's really good. But, dude, Arc Raiders week. This week was pretty intense, dude. A lot of fighting.
Oh, a lot of fighting.
A lot of fighting amongst other players. It was really good. We had like one or two bad games where we just got wrecked, but like for the most part, I think we held it down pretty good.
But honestly, no, I like that. Unlike that first time though, when it was just me and you, I don't think we extracted a single time in any of those
4 games in a row.
Yeah, 4 games in a row. We did not extract. We didn't get nothing because there was just tons of PvP happening.
I think, almost emptied my inventory.
And I think there was a good fight that we got into, and then we killed both of them. But then a third team showed up and just cleaned us after that, and we're just like, man, if we would have freaking, because we killed those two, it's like, man, those guys were probably gooped. Yeah. And then the guys that just killed us was like, man, we could have came back with so much loot. I feel like just from those two that we killed earlier.
That's the problem with Arc Raiders. As soon as a team goes down, everybody starts going that direction.
Heck yeah.
And then it's like you got to loot quick and leave, or if you take too long, you're gonna have to face another team. So there's pros and cons. If you have good ground, and another team shows up, you could potentially take them out. But like,
honestly, because of that first session that we had, where it was just me and you, after like dying, I was like, I don't know if I want to play the game for the rest of this week because that's how I was like annoyed I was. No. I was like had no resources, anything, and then I don't know. It's kind of funny because I feel like as soon as Rudy joined us, which was like the second day that we played, I don't know. I think things just went better for some reason. Yeah. I don't know why.
I know, like after those 4 games that we lost straight, I know you got off, but then Rudy jumped on with me, and then we just resource ran. So he got
on super late after I got off.
Yeah, and then he got on with me because he asked me. He said, "Hey, you on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm on. Let's go."
So, dang, you should have messaged me back, and I would have played with you guys.
You were like, I'm going to bed. So I was like, okay.
Well, because I think you were going to get off too when we were playing together as well. Because you were just like, I think I'm good for today. Because we died so many miles. We're just like, I was might as well just get off.
I was like, I'm done today.
But then Rudy messaged you, and you're just like, I got to play now, even though I was
like, yeah, I need to get resources. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because I think they played a couple games. How did your games go before I hopped on with you guys? Because there was the second day that we played, and you guys were playing for a little bit before I ended up hopping on. Because I think I was doing something.
It went pretty good. I mean, like, we were only playing on Damn Battlegrounds and Buried City, and we were just strictly trying to find the necklaces for him and whatnot. While he was doing that, I was just gathering like standard resources. We didn't really have any problems with teams. Like some people were trying to shoot at us, but since we were on what do you call it, the apartments on Buried City, I forget what they're called.
Okay.
We were up there, but it's just like since we had the height advantage, it was like nobody really wanted to come this direction. It wasn't until like you got on did we start like PvPing a little bit more. So in the times that we played together. But like when it was me and him, we got in a few battles, lost a couple, but won a bit more. So It's kind of like it outweighed the loss over like win, or the win over loss basically. So I was okay with that.
But yeah, I think when we ended up popping on, yeah, we switched to PvP. What did we play on mostly? I think we played on. I don't remember. I think we mostly played on Riventides for most of that second day that we all three of us played. Yeah, it was mostly Riventides. I think
you were looking for roots. Both of you guys were looking for roots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good. We ran into a decent amount of teams.
I only need one more red jewel for that last part of that event that's going on right now.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna end up finishing the full event, the one that's the one where you have to find the ships. You have to find the ships and everything. I think today or maybe. I think by the time it resets, which I think Monday is the reset, so I think tomorrow it ends up resetting. Oh no, it's the event, the one that needs all the ships, where you need to collect the ships.
What ships do you need? The Dorado ones?
Any of them.
You haven't done any of those?
No, no. Remember, there's two events. There's the one where it's the project, and then there's the other event where you have to bring back ships from extra. You have to extract a bunch of ships, and then you get like progress at it.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Well, you get extra progress for bringing the ships.
Yeah, that's why. That's the event that's the event. I don't think I'm finished. I don't think I'm gonna finish. I know you finished it.
Yeah, hella quick.
Yeah, I did not. I have not finished it. I don't think, because I think I still need. The step I'm currently on. I think I only need like 2 more from the step I'm currently on, and then there's another full page that I still have to get through. I'm like, yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. But I do get the little dance emote that you get from that event.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, as long as I get that emote, I feel like I don't really care. And I did get the 50 Raider coins, but I think there's still 2 more 50 Raider coins that you get from the next tier over. I'm not end up doing that unless I super grind tonight and grab a bunch of ships.
You got this.
But yeah, I still have not finished that event. We'll probably end up finishing the project soon. But yeah, I think we're playing Riventides, and how did it go? Honestly,
we're pretty good. I mean, we
had a lot of arc. Wasn't that the time that we were just going to the hotels? The hotel every single time.
That was a different day, but
that was our third day?
At the cranes, and then like we battled a bunch of teams there, exchanging sniping like positions. I remember when I think it was when we were playing on there, when we spawned in and we were heading to that first crane area, and we saw the team going up the stairs, and I was like, oh yeah.
And I think we downed one, and then one got down. I think we both down. I think we downed one of them, and then the other guy was rolled away, and we're like, we have to run up there before he revives them.
And then the shredder.
And then he ran. I think that guy ran away though. The second guy.
We got 2 out of 3 because Rudy was like, "Where's the third guy?" And I'm like,
beats me.
Dude, I don't know.
He booked it. He said, I'm out of here.
I only saw 2 guys.
But yeah,
and then if both you guys went down, I'm leaving the other direction too.
I guess the one thing that did happen, because after we going back to like the first day after we both got off. After you got off, I stayed on to play one more game, and I got into one more game, and I did Riventides or whatever, and I did the same. I spawned where we spawned those 2 people running up there.
Yeah,
I spawned literally right there, and it was one person by himself up there. And he was facing a shredder, and I took a free kit because I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get something out of a free kit, but I don't want to lose anything after we lost everything that day. Yeah. And I got a Pharaoh. He came out to the stairs. I popped him, and his shield came off, and then the shredder literally immediately triggered literally seconds after that, and he went down immediately. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta get up there. So I literally ran up all the way up there. He already died, and then there was another guy. I think he was trying to talk to me. I don't know if he was a friendly or whatever, but I was just like, I'm a free kit. Let's just go see what he has, and then just get out. And I went up to his body, and I was just mashing the quick grab or whatever. And apparently I didn't notice it at first, but as soon as I started heading to extraction, I was like, oh, what did I end up getting? Because I was just like in panic mode because there's literally a guy like talking, and I didn't know where he was at. And I look at my loot thing, and I actually ended up getting the Rascal blueprint.
Nice.
I was like, oh, cool. And then I got the thing you throw on the ground, and then you can jump onto it, the crash mat.
Oh yeah,
I got the crash mat blueprint as well. And I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm just gonna. I was like, more reason why I just ended up extracting. So literally, I was in that whole raid for like maybe 10 minutes, or maybe less than that. And then just left because I was like, well, I don't have a safe pocket, so I'm just gonna leave since I have these 2 blueprints I don't have at all.
Yeah.
But I bet you that guy that I downed and he got killed by Shredder was pissed because he was like, I got a rascal. Hell yeah!
I hate when I get killed by the Shredder. It's so stupid.
So yeah, I was just like, oh cool loot.
You know what, that new rascal blueprint, it's whatever.
It's okay because you used it briefly because you had one and it was just like it shoots once and then you have to reload.
But the reload is so slow, like I feel like that would get you killed.
And then you have to be what do you call it? You have to be very accurate with it because it has like it has a weird way of shooting the.
It's got more arc to it when you shoot it, like it arcs way more versus like if you're using the.
So you have to be like precise with that because if you miss one and then how quick it takes to reload that or how slow it takes to reload that thing, you better get into cover as soon as you shoot that shot, and if you miss it,
because I feel like it does less damage than the Hole Cracker too.
I don't know because I think it took like 2 shots to take down the Firefly. I think if I remember you shooting at it, or maybe 3.
The little arc, yes. But yeah, that reload will get you killed. Well, it's a single shot.
In a way, it's less expensive to make, and then also too, you don't have to worry about taking a Hole Cracker because you're like, I don't know if I want to take that because everyone comes after you.
It's more expensive,
and it's more expensive. So then I guess they decided to make this blue one as it's like, hey, it might not be as good as a Hole Cracker, but you can waste less resources, and it does a decent amount of damage.
I see the benefit to having it. Like I'm like, okay, less resources to make it, and I don't mind losing it if I do.
Yeah,
but it's whatever.
It is what it is. Yeah. But yeah,
I haven't found the blueprint for it yet, but I've killed enough people to where I've gathered them. So.
But yeah, I don't think there was too many things that happened on the second day. Honestly, we kind of just did a couple like resource runs.
We had a few battles in the hotel. Nothing crazy.
Because we did have that wasn't that. Oh yeah, we did have one when we were on the hotel. We were up top, and then they were just coming from every single angle.
Yeah, that's when I had those the electrical things on all the elevators. Yeah, I was just messing with them.
I was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many people up here because there was people in front of us, and then people showed up behind us, and then when we went back again, we're just like, let's just let's just start bringing barricades so we can start barricading these doors because I ain't trying to get snuck up from behind anymore.
Yeah, super annoying.
But I think honestly, our third day was probably like our
the better day.
Better day because we did a couple Stella because we did a couple
4 Stella Montes runs.
Brief runs. Actually, wasn't the second day also when we were on Damn Battlegrounds? And then we wiped out most of those teams.
There was like 5 other teams that were in there.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting that double kill, and then Rudy ended up getting a kill as well, and we cleared out mostly everyone from there. Yeah, that was a pretty satisfying one.
That was the day I came back forgot about that. So many weapons.
Because I was like, I don't know if that happened this week, but no, it did happen this week. Because Jordan got down, I think, and then there was 2 guys, and then I rolled. And they were lined up perfectly, and I think I had a Tempest on me, and I was like, and I killed both of them. They both got down. So I was like, oh hell yeah, I just got a double kill. And yeah, that was a pretty good PV game for us.
Littered with people.
Oh yeah, so there's 2 people that downed right here by the pillar. Then there were some that were camped there that we killed by the bush, and I think there were some closer on the further side as well. So it's like there was a lot of we got a lot of shit. I think we actually got a lot of stuff from them.
I know, I did.
I know, this guy gets all the luck with all the bodies, because I'll be looting bodies, I'll get a couple good things, and then whichever one he thinks is like, oh, I just got a Tempest, I just got a Anvil.
I'm just like, you guys take your pick, I'm just going to grab this guy over
I got the freaking augments and everything, I'm just like, bro, like,
it's perfect.
How does he pick the correct one every single time that has, like, the best loot? But yeah, on to back to our third day. Yeah, we did a couple PvP games in Stella Montes. Kind of went a ham with 2 of the games that we went in.
I know we did Buried City 2 or 3 times before we even got to Stella Montes. Because I think we were trying to build up your inventory again so you could go back. I was like, I just got a free kit. So I'm like, okay.
No, because I wanted to go to Stella Montes, but then I think Jordan was just like, no, let's go. You're not ready for Stella Montes. Right. We're going to Buried City. I was trying to you're not ready. I'll go, fine. I'll come up.
It was good.
But yeah, pretty much, I think also too, was it the second or third day? But that's when we went on Buried City, and those people were camping up on the freaking hospital building.
That was the same day we went to Stella Montes.
Yeah, that was kind of frustrating.
No, I know.
We did. I think we ended up making them back off though, because we did get a couple good shots on them, and then one guy tried coming down on the zip line, and then we killed him. And I was like, why the hell did he come?
He was coming for me on the roof.
Yeah, I was like, why did he come down here? Like,
I can see you.
He's perfectly safe up there, and decides, you know what? I'm gonna go after Jordan up on the roof.
He got greedy. He got really greedy.
Yeah, and we ended up killing him, and he didn't have anything crazy. He just mostly needed heals, which he had. So I don't know, snatching some heals.
Yeah, because me and Rudy were trading shots with those guys up top, and I was just like,
and then we finally made our way up. Did we make our way all the way up top?
Yeah, I remember we rushed the building, went far right, and I shot a zip up, but they were already gone. And then that's when we took the other zip across to the other building.
Yeah, and then also too, this was the third day, but like Buried City, we're on the roof, and then we were shooting those guys across from us, and there was this freaking team on the right of us shooting at us as well. And we're like, oh my gosh, like now we have to worry about two different teams on both sides. And I think we ended up making the people in front of us back off. And I think the only people that we were worried about were the people that were on the right of us, because they were just camping there waiting to kill us and everything. And they did get a good amount of shots on me. And I was like, oh my gosh, how are they eating up? They're just eating up my shield. I don't even know what they were using, but I don't know if we ended up doing a successful run right there with when those two teams were shooting at us. I think we might have died.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did on that one. Especially when we were in the spaceport thing, or not spaceport. Those buildings across from medical, I forget what they're called in Buried City. They're like right next to each other. I forget the names of them. One of them was like a medical building. The other one is like something else.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about though.
Stairwell. I was like, fuck.
And then also too, there was the same thing. I think it was Buried City as well. And we ran into the hospital, and as soon as Jordan started running in, there was a Rocketeer locked on towards him, and then I stopped running, and Jordan runs into the building. He's like, "All right, well, I'm in here, guys."
Oh, yeah.
And then freaking there was a team in there, and then they downed Jordan. It's like, where the hell were you guys? And I was like, I told you.
Just as I opened up the first box and I was going through it, I got shot in the back.
I was like, I told you there was a Rocketeer coming, so I wasn't going to run across because the Rocketeer would have noticed me. And then it ended up looking away, and then it ended up noticing Rudy, and Rudy was trying to be like, you didn't notice me. He didn't look at me. He was looking right at you. What do you mean you're not the one that got his attention? Well, we ended up running into the hospital, and it was a short run, but we ended up killing the people. We ended up killing two of them in there because Rudy rushed in, and then I had only a Stitcher, I think, at that time, and we ended up killing both of them. And then the third guy was just like, I'm fucking out of here. And he literally ran, and I think he ended up running to Extraction, literally. And I think we ran to the exact same Extraction, and there was another team, I think, further out that were shooting at us, so we had to run into Extraction. And we thought he was down there, but no, he wasn't down there. He must have ran down and then ran back out.
He was, because he called the train, and as soon as you guys came down there, he was down the hall, and when he saw Rudy, he went back up the stairs the other side.
That's why he left. He didn't even extract from there. And then we were just like, well, Jordan's dead already. And then we just ended up extracting because it was already called.
Yeah, because you grabbed my weapons for me.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was your weapons. So I was like, oh, cool, I got a Tempest 3. And then Jordan's like, that's my Tempest.
I was like,
I was like, man.
Is it missing a magazine?
I don't get to keep it now. I have to give it back to Jordan.
Damn straight.
But that was pretty fun.
Even though I could have crafted another one.
Then we did we actually did 3 games of Salamantes. 2 of them are great. The first one was freaking phenomenal. I think we literally killed everyone in the lobby in that game. No one killed us.
I think we killed like 3 to 4 teams up there.
That shit was littered with bodies in like the main lobby area.
And you know what pissed me off too?
All had free kits.
Everybody we killed had free kits. I was like, really? What do we? No wonder why we won, because they had shitty weapons. I was like,
yeah, dude. But then he was getting mad at it. I was like, we do the exact same thing too. So we'll come with a free kit and come up on Salmontes sometimes. So we really can't get too mad about it.
No, but like when we do that, sometimes we get lucky and get people's stuff, and then we use it. But like these guys didn't bring shit.
But it felt satisfying to kill everyone there in the lobby. Did. And then we went in the second. We were like, all right, we're amped up. We went to the second one.
Brought barricades this time.
Yeah, I brought barricades, and it went pretty well. I think I had a Renegade, and I think I had a Stitcher.
I was running the Tempest and the Pharaoh. And I threw it. It's becoming more of a thing for me. I like putting a silencer on the Pharaoh because when you shoot it, it's like so quiet and nobody knows where the shots are coming from. Because when you don't use one on there, like it's just loud, obnoxiously loud. And it's like, oh, I could hear the shots coming from this direction. Versus like, I hit you, it's quiet. I'm like, where did it come from?
But yeah, the second one was pretty good. I don't know if I think we didn't kill as many people as we did in our first one.
No, I don't think so.
But overall, still pretty good. The third one was kind of the one that we ended up getting off right after. I think didn't we get off right after the Stella Montes run?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, we're just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done over it because it was like we got 2 good runs. We were super hyped up, and we got into the third one, and we just got smacked, and we're just like, all right, it's time to get off. I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, I was already kind of like
feeling it. I was like, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Pretty much, yeah. I was like,
yeah, and then also too, I think it was like we got off kind of early too, because I think it was like 1:00, and then I was already tired too. Yeah. I was just like, I think I want to go to sleep too, and then so then we ended up calling it. But overall, still a pretty good week. A lot of PvP. I do definitely feel like I want to get better at PvP, but too many sweaty people. But I don't know. It's just so sad. It's just so satisfying when you get a kill there and you see the flares go off. It's a satisfying feeling, and that's what I think Arc Raiders does right. Where you're like, I don't want a PvP, but it's so satisfying to get a kill. You're just like, I want a PvP and become king at PvP.
It's easy to be like good at PvP in that game as long as you have like the right gear and you're just aware of everything, like footsteps, having the right area to battle somebody. It makes a big difference. I don't know, like when we pick and choose our battles, it's always like I like to be able to get the jump on them before we just jump in.
I wonder when we're going to get another big update. No, we're not going to get a big update till October. I wonder what kind of updates we're going to be getting until October. Because if it's in this current state right now until October, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to carry me over till October. So I'm hoping
sure we'll have some small
hopefully
ones.
Some little things come out, maybe some couple like new guns, or I don't know, maybe some quality of life changes.
I think when they say big updates, I think that's when they mean like adding maps and like other stuff. But I think like we'll still get like the small like
we'll definitely still just like wondering when we'll get them and then what they're gonna include in those small updates. Because if we're not because we're not till October until we get like the big massive overhaul. So it's just like you want to keep people interested until you get to October, and if you kind of you're doing a couple little things here and there. I don't know. I feel like people are going to slowly fall off, and you don't want that because then you want people to be playing your game and then playing your game even more when the big update comes out.
I feel like since like summer's coming up, I feel like they'll have another decent update come out.
I really hope there's at least
another event of some sort.
Like, a nice little summer update would be nice. I don't know what that would entail, but that would be cool to have like a summer update because then you have a lot more people playing because a lot of people that are in school are out of school, so then they have more time to play games. So and then also you just got a bunch of people that might be off during the summer that might be able to, that have more time to be able to play. So you want people to be interested in playing your game during the summer, especially. So hopefully we get a cool update, but that's pretty much our week in Arc Raiders kind of PvP stuff. Nothing too crazy. Got a decent amount of blueprints, and and as we move on, we kind of skipped it, but I guess we could talk about like some news that came out this week that were some like big game changers. And I think like the first one for me, news wise, was like Lanterns. We got a second teaser trailer for Lanterns, which I thought was it was better than the first trailer. Honestly, they should have given us that trailer instead of the first trailer we got.
I think that's why they pulled it.
Probably.
Why they pulled it.
But yeah, that's because you actually saw a little bit of the Green Lantern suit on Hal Jordan's character, and then you actually got to see what the ring looks like, and you got to see a little bit of the Green Lantern powers.
Yeah, caught a glimpse of Guy.
Yeah, so I was like, this is overall the better teaser. This should have been the teaser trailer you should have opened with instead of the trailer we got before, which was still a pretty cool trailer, but this one beats it over time. But I'm definitely excited. It feels very mystery, trying to find, I don't know, like mystery drama / space opera. And then it feels like Hal Jordan kind of feels like he's kind of like a dick almost. I feel like, because like the way he talks to Stuart.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting because he's like, the only way you're gonna get, I think one of the lines he says is like, the only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead body or something like that. I was like, damn.
It kind of looks like he's getting old and he has to, give the ring to somebody else, but he's just like, I'm not ready to give this up.
I already forgot. What's his name? What's the other Lantern's name? It's Hal Jordan. What's the other one? Something Stewart.
I don't know his first name.
John Stewart.
John Stewart.
That's I just said Stewart, and I was like, it's just. Oh yeah, and you got to see like that Gardner's going to be in it again, which I wouldn't It's kind of funny because I think some people are trying to make a discourse about controversy. It's like, oh, why is Guy Gardner in it? Now they're trying to tie in the DCU into this movie, and that you got to watch a previous project to be able to like understand what's going on.
That's with any project.
But I'm like, that's with any project, and at the end of the day, it's part of the new DCU, so they have to eventually connect. So eventually, you're gonna have to see things that come in from this movie into the next one, like because it's all interconnected story. So if you don't have that, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, don't be surprised if you see Superman.
And then also too, it's like they're like, oh, why is Gardner in it? It's like I wouldn't expect anything less. He's a Lantern, why? And it's a Lanterns TV show. Why wouldn't Guy Gardner be in it?
Yeah, how dumb.
So it's just funny that people try to make a bunch of like controversy over like the dumbest things over stuff, especially like something like that. And I was like, it would be weird if Guy Gardner wasn't in it.
Yeah,
he's like the main Lantern. That's the first Lantern you get introduced to and everything. And yeah, you get to see him cross over, and he's probably like a short little scene. So people are making a big old deal. It's like it's probably gonna be a short little scene. Then he's probably just gonna go on his own way, and then you won't see him for the rest of the game, the rest of the show, because the show's supposed to be focusing on Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart's characters.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I'm excited. I really hope. I think it's still not coming out to like almost closer to the end of the year. I think
something like that.
Because I think Supergirl's still coming out first, and then it's Lanterns, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for Supergirl.
Looks really good.
It's coming out in July, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, I'm excited to see what we're going to be getting. We're getting closer to Supergirl, what they're going to be doing with the story, because she's already been. They've already made the announcement that she's going to be in Man of Tomorrow, which is the new Superman movie that's coming out next year. So definitely excited to see where the story goes. And honestly, I'm excited with all three of these projects because because we have the Supergirl, we have Lanterns, and then we have Clayface. And they all feel different from each other. Like literally, not all three. There's three different movies, and they feel unique in their own right.
I'm so excited for Clayface. It's gonna be such a dark.
Because again, movie. Supergirl is more like that adventure style type of thing, and then like Lanterns is more that probably like drama, mystery. They're solving a case or something, and then you have Clayface. That's just a straight up horror movie. So you have already three different movies with three different genres. So definitely excited, and I wish we didn't have to wait so long. We still have to wait 2 more months for the Supergirl trailer or for like Supergirl movie, and then I don't think Lanterns is coming out till like I want to say November. I want to say maybe October, somewhere around there. So hopefully, I'm excited. Hopefully they're good. And then what else we had? Oh yeah, we had some interesting news, which is like the big news for you. Helldivers getting their Warhammer collaboration finally, which is funny because
I called it.
You were talking about that maybe a couple months. No, maybe like last year. I want to say you were talking about. It's like it'd be so cool. They had a Warhammer collab because it's like it fits perfectly, and like the characters that you're fighting are pretty much almost like Space Marine-y, or Warhammer type of factions.
My only concern is I don't know if we're gonna be able to play as the Space Marines.
No, you're not. It's definitely gonna just be cosmetics.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna play as the militia.
I feel like that battle pass is gonna be stacked though. I feel like the guns are gonna be freaking sick in there because they announced the collaboration, but they didn't even tease anything of what's coming with this new collaboration. So I feel like that's gonna be a fire battle pass. 100%. Honestly, like the armors. You're probably going to get, because usually there's like 5 pages, so you're going to get like 5 different armors inspired by Warhammer. And then the guns, I feel like, are probably going to be sick.
Be so cool, dude.
I don't know what they're going to be, but I'm definitely excited to see what weapons come in that battle pass. And you know what? I might end up hopping back onto Helldivers because of that Warhammer collaboration. But yeah, he called it over here before it even became an announcement.
It's funny because that game has a lot of similarities to like Warhammer, like just the whole like going other planets, invading and taking over, like just space, occupying space. Like that's what Warhammer is all about. Is just the Imperium taking over as many planets as they can.
Yeah, so definitely excited to see what comes with that one. And then I think because we were talking about it briefly, but it's interesting and interesting to see. But apparently, Destiny 2 is finally coming to an end after 12 years, which is kind of funny because they were saying 10-year plan for Destiny 1, and you only got like maybe 5 years with that one. And then they released the second one, and they actually did 12 years of Destiny 2, which is insane.
And it wasn't. I mean, I never played it.
I think you played it briefly because remember me and Renee wanted to try to get you into it briefly, and I think you did play for it a little bit. And you're like, yeah, it's okay, but like that was when me and Renee were both super into playing Destiny 2, and it was fun when we played with you.
I played it once and I was just like, nah, this doesn't feel like Destiny anymore. Like, I'm gone.
But yeah, it's coming to an end, so pretty much the final, I guess, update is coming out in next month. So pretty much how the game is now, and then when the update comes out, is pretty much the game for the rest forever, pretty much, because they're not going to be updating it anymore because they want to focus on other projects. Which I'm wondering if it's because they want to work on Marathon, or because they said they want to work on other games, and that's why they're cutting support, live service support on Destiny 2. So
it's to recoup that deficit. Hopefully, that's what it is.
It is to improve Marathon 2, or to improve Marathon, because like I said, there's a PvE game mode coming out in Marathon, so maybe they're trying to, like I said, I think we said it in the last podcast, so saying maybe they're trying to transition Marathon into like a full campaign, which I think would freaking be sick. I would love a campaign.
Wonder why that wasn't on
Marathon. I don't know why that wasn't the idea originally. Maybe because they were still supporting Destiny 2, so trying to focus on two big campaigns. From two different IPs might have been too much, and that's why they were like, you know what, we'll just do an extraction, a little bit easier to like manage and stuff while we're still focusing on Destiny 2. So maybe because they're cutting live service things for Destiny 2, maybe that means that we're going to be getting a Marathon campaign, or maybe something entirely new. But I feel like, because of course at the end of the day, unfortunately, as much as I like Marathon, they did lose a lot of money on that game.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to start focusing on games, it would make more sense to focus on Marathon, but then they might want to make something new since they've already lost money on Marathon. But I feel like it's going to cost more for them to break a brand new IP than just trying to fix Marathon to make it like a better experience and everything. So I don't know. I feel like it'd make more sense to improve Marathon over making a brand new game. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, they took a huge gamble with it the first time. It didn't pay off at all. They hyped that game up way too much for it to not perform at the level they said it was going to be at. And I think the 3 times I played it with you, I'm like, this is a cool game, but it's lacking something, and I couldn't explain what it was.
Like I said, it might pull you back in for that PvE experience. Yeah. That PvE mode might be really cool, so we'll see. Hopefully. Because, like I said, in most Destiny, Bungie games, it's just so satisfying to like get kills and stuff in that game. So, doing a full PvE mode would be really cool. So, I don't know. We'll see. Because there's so many cool factions in that game that are introduced in Marathon that I feel like, why didn't they could have just made this a full blown campaign? It would have been epic. Like the designs for the different faction leaders are freaking insanely sick, and I'm just like, oh, imagine this in a campaign. I'd be playing this nonstop because of the aesthetic and because of like imagine seeing these in full 3D models would be so sick. But maybe because the designs are a little too insane, I guess they might be like, that's why they're only like 2D versions of them, because making them into a 3D version might be a little too hard from a technical aspect maybe, and that's why they decided not to do a campaign with the faction leaders. But yeah, if they did a campaign on that game and the aesthetic and those leaders, it'd be so sick. Because like I read a little bit into like the lore of Marathon from like the old games, because they had like 2 old Doom style games that came back out, and they did a full video of like the lore of Marathon, and I was just like, damn, that lore seems like they have this heavy lore. Why didn't they just make a campaign? They should have just given me a campaign instead of an extraction shooter. But I think honestly it's because of Arc Raiders' success with extraction.
Everybody wants a piece of Arc Raiders now.
Everyone wants to be an extraction. Everyone wants to try to become an extraction shooter, maybe, because they're like, Arc Raiders is such. It's like up there against like every other game right now.
Like it's nothing crazy. There's nothing about that game that's like that's insanely crazy compared to what's already out there. I'm like, it's literally just a shooter and looter game.
Yeah, but it all comes down to like how successful it is, and that's why people try to replicate that.
And that's
the success.
And that's like that game is like a huge gamble, because it's just like, yeah, you can go out there and get the resources and things like that, but like getting good loot is not always a guarantee.
Honestly, gotta give Arc Raiders the credit as well, or Embark, for making the extraction shooter and being as successful, because I feel like there wasn't too many extraction shooters before that. There was like Escape from Tarkov, which is like an old ass game that's been out for years. That there's still a good amount of people that play it, but like I never got into it, and I feel like this is pretty much, I feel like Arc Raiders is the Fortnite of extraction shooters.
Yeah.
Where you had these extraction shooters before that had like have popularity and stuff, but like Arc Raiders just elevated the extraction shooter genre to maybe you'll see more games trying to go in that direction.
I think including like the PvP and PvE aspect into one game is like what changes it, like the dynamic of it. Like,
oh yeah,
not only do you got to worry about the arc, you got to worry about people.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what Destiny has planned for us. But apparently the game's still going to be live. Of course, the servers are still going to be active. It's just that it's only going to be in the final state. It's not going to be changing anytime soon. So whatever the final state of the game is how the game's going to be playing forever. So hopefully we'll see. Maybe new game, maybe marathon improvements, maybe a Destiny 3. I don't know. Maybe not a Destiny 3.
I don't really have any faith in Bungie anymore. I like since Destiny 1. After that, I've just lost all hope for them. I don't trust them enough to buy another game from them anymore.
But I'm like wondering if they did do a new IP. I don't even know what they would do. Honestly, like it'd be very interesting to see what kind of ideas they have, because I think Bungie does a pretty good job in general, like story wise and lore wise. Because like again, even if you didn't play a lot of Destiny 2, I feel like the lore was fun to like learn about. Even with Destiny 1, the lore was fun to learn about. Halo 1, 2, and 3 all had a great lore and everything, and then Marathon again has great lore, so they know how to do story and stuff. It's just trying to see what they're gonna do with their next big game. Hopefully, I would much rather see them improve Marathon and make it a better. But again, like Jordan said, they lost a lot of money, so they might just try to focus on something new. But I feel like in the end, it's gonna cost more to make a brand new IP than just fixing the game that you already spent money on.
True, but it's more of like people won't trust it just because you've like updated it. You know what I mean? Like they already have.
Oh no, Cyberpunk was able to do that. No one trusted them after the horrible release
years later.
Which again, I always say, like, I didn't really have bad experiences when the game first came out. Like, I thought it ran smooth, it looked great, it felt good. But I know a lot of people didn't like it, especially it being hyped up for years and years. And this was the game that this is how it came out.
But like, the game of the future is what they called it.
And then as you get to like where we're at now, like freaking apparently it's like there's so many cool changes that they made in that thing. They made the expansion that they said was really cool. You had Idris Elba in it as well, and it really expanded the game.
I think that's all great and all.
And they've improved it, and people have faith in Cyberpunk, because still a good amount of people still play it to this day because of all the updates. So you could definitely pull yourself out of a rut, even if you lost a bunch of money or the game wasn't as successful or it came out buggy or whatever when it first came out, and you can definitely fix it and get to a certain point where people are like, you know what? They ruined it the first time, but they've done nothing but good to the game. And apparently if you play it now, it feels like totally different from what it felt like when it came out during launch.
I just think but it took everybody like at least a couple years to like even want to buy it. And by the time that they were buying it, it was like heavily discounted. So it's like, so if you got to discount your game for people to buy it like that early on, I think that's a problem.
After 2 years, I don't think having it on sale after 2 years is that bad, because it wasn't on sale like right off the get-go.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like at around the 2-year mark when it was on discount,
I think that's totally fine for a game.
And I think that's why everybody got it back into it. They're just like, oh well,
that's a smart move. I feel like it's a smart move right there, releasing it after 2 years. But I feel like if a game just came out, I feel like where the problem is, if the game just came out and then it's on sale like maybe a month or two after that, then I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah, because even like around the holidays, games that just come out are never on sale. It's usually like other games that have been out for a while.
Yeah, so we'll see what Destiny has for us. Like I said, I did have some fun with Destiny 2, but hopefully we'll get something new or maybe improvements on Marathon so I could go back into it, because I still have it on my PC. I just haven't touched it in a while. So we will see what Bungie has planned for us, but that's very interesting to see a game end after 12 years. But it's crazy that it got that much support after 12 years. Which is kind of crazy. It's been around for 12 years. It doesn't even feel like it's been out for that long.
I know.
It's been 12 years since Destiny 1.
Well, Destiny the first one came out when the PS4 dropped.
Yeah.
Because they had the all-white PS4 for Destiny, which I bought.
Oh, yeah. The Destiny 1
that
was
PS4 so was great. Sick, dude. I wish I would have never sold it.
But yeah, honestly, we'll see. But we'll see. We'll move on to our next thing, because I feel like there's nothing else news-wise that might have come out, unless you have anything come to mind. I definitely need to start doing it where, because I do see news stories and whatever, like pop up. I'm like, oh, that would be great to talk about, and then I don't write it down or anything. So I'm like, every time I see a news story that I'm excited about, I feel like I should write it down, so then I don't forget about it. Because sometimes I'm like, I feel like there was more news, and then I don't remember them, and then I'm like, later on, I'm like, oh, that's what it was. So definitely need to start writing it down. So we'll go into our main talk for today, because we just both recently saw Mortal Kombat 2, and honestly, freaking, I think it was a step up from the first one.
Way better
Than the first one. The first one was still pretty cool, but I don't know. I just enjoyed the second one a lot more. It just felt better, looked visually better. The fatalities, I know he was telling me the fatalities were like super brutal. I was like, when I watched them, like they were alright. Like I don't think there was like that. It wasn't that brutal for some of these fatalities I saw, except for like the one you get like at the end with Katana and Shao Kahn. I thought that was a pretty cool fatality. But other than that, I don't think it was as gruesome as people were saying it was. Like, or
compared to what we got in the last one.
Maybe I'm just because I'm so, like been playing Mortal Kombat, or like just play a lot of like, I don't know, watch maybe a lot of like gore movie stuff that has gore, that it just, when I see something I'm just like, whatever. But then for some people I'm like, oh snap, like that was brutal, and then maybe I'm just turned off by it and I'm just like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
So I think compared to the last movie we got, this was a little bit more open.
Definitely cool. I really wish we got more Scorpion though, because Scorpion was only in it for like maybe
15 minutes.
Like, maybe like 10 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes. Honestly.
The story wasn't even. It was not about him though anymore. Because I know the first one, it's like heavily about him.
Because you get introduced to Cole Young, which is like a brand new character that they introduced to the story.
Yeah,
and he's like a descendant of Scorpion. So I think you did get a lot more Scorpion screen time,
which was I thought that was cheesy.
No, I know. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess. But at the same time, here's the thing: what I like about Mortal Kombat, I feel like, usually when people make adaptations, you're like, you need to stay true to the story and everything. I'm like, for Mortal Kombat, I don't know. It's one of those movies or series. I'm like, I don't care what you do with the story. I just want it to look cool.
I just want to see fights.
Like, I really don't care you could do whatever you want with the story. Like, I really don't care. Like, it's like, oh, well, they changed the way the lore works for Scorpion or do that. I was like, I really don't care, because I feel like Mortal Kombat's like one of those games where it's just like, I feel like it's one of those series that you could just have fun with and make your own story. Like, it doesn't have to follow the lore, because I feel like every iteration of Mortal Kombat, the story always changes. I feel like
for the games, it's always a different start, which I don't mind because it's just a game.
Yeah, I'm more. That's why I feel like I'm less turned off by it when if they change some aspects of the story, because I'm like, it doesn't matter. I just want a good movie.
I'm like
that's one of the series I feel like get away with doing their own story. Like, it doesn't have to follow the lore.
Yeah,
and honestly, like introducing Cole Young, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's a little random, but I thought he was cool. I thought he was cool I thought he was interesting in the first one, like his design and everything.
I'm so glad they killed him off.
I was very surprised. I was very surprised. I was a little, actually, I don't know. I think I was surprised, but at the same time disappointed, because I was like, because they kind of they introduced him, of course, again in the second one.
They build him up.
Cole Young, they build him up and everything from the first one into the second one. So I was like, I kind of wanted the story to continue his journey and all that stuff. And then he fights Shao Kahn, and then they kill him off, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I wasn't like, yeah, they got rid of him. I was a little disappointed that they got rid of him so quickly, because that was the whole what the story was built around from the first one. But I feel like the reception, like, people still liked the first one, but people probably didn't like Cole Young too much. So then another one, because
everybody was like, who the hell's this guy?
And then another one was probably just like, all right, let's just clear him out, and then we'll go to like focusing to our normal Mortal Kombat story.
I just get head smashed by the hammer and then dumped in the acid. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I was like, damn.
I was like, holy shit.
They could have given him more screen time.
I'm like, and that's how you kick a character out of a movie.
Yeah, that's how you say, like, you know what, we're not going to continue the story of this character, and we're just going to kill him off, and then start this new story with with Shinnok.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Which is very interesting, because they're definitely following, from what it felt like, it feels like they're definitely following MK11 story, because I think that's when they introduced Revenants, which are like the brought back from the dead,
yeah,
heroes and stuff. So like when they actually name dropped it too, it's like, oh yeah, we made them a revenant or something. I was like, oh shit, they're doing the MK11 story, because I think at the end of MK11 you fight Shinnok. So it's interesting that they decided to do the story from there. So I'm hoping if they are following the story from MK11 that I do get Scarlet. I want Scarlet. I want Scarlet in the next movie. Give me Scarlet, please. She's like probably my favorite ninja, which is like the red, because you have Katana, which is the blue one. You have Jade the green, and then Scarlet is the red one. And Scarlet was like my main in MK11, so I would love to see her introduced in probably the third one, especially if they are following the lore. I wouldn't say like word for word from MK11, but they're taking some ideas from MK11 into this new one, into this movie. So,
and I think like Kano and
Kano steals the show.
Johnny Cage.
I love Kano.
Stole the movie. Which is great.
I was okay. I was in the middle with Carl Urban's Johnny Cage. He was okay. Like honestly, Kano I think is a lot better, a lot more fun than Johnny Cage's character. I still liked him. I still like Johnny Cage's character, but Kano, there's something about Kano, man. I love that guy so much.
I love it. Like that comic relief and sarcasticness. I was kind of bummed that they killed him off in the first one, and I was like, I know he's gonna come back in the second, but like how they bring him back, I was like,
hey, I totally forgot that he was on the team with Sonya Blade and all that in the first movie. So I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot he was on their side and he betrays them. But I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot he was a good guy. But yeah, I thought that was definitely cool. And then I was disappointed. This one I was actually disappointed with, that they killed my boy Jax.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in that.
I enjoyed Jax's character, and the person they got for Jax, I was like, I think he's a perfect fit for Jax, and they kind of got rid of him. Literally. He still stayed to the very end, mostly the end of the movie, but they did kill him off. And I was like, oh, they just killed off Jax. And then when I thought they killed off Raiden, and then I thought they killed off Liu Kang, and they killed off Cole Young, I was like, are they just killing off everyone right now?
For real.
I was very shocked, because when they killed, which I thought was kind of cool though at the same time, was Kung Lao when he comes into like the Earth realm and he has the hat on the distance. I was like, why is this hat just floating around over like on the outside? And then he talks and then he pulls it in and it slashes Raiden's neck. I was like, oh shit!
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
You're just killing my boy Raiden now too, like. This is only the second movie. You already have all these characters dying. Like, what the hell?
It's so funny because, like, he's an elder god and he should be untouchable. But yeah, these people could touch him and mess him up.
Element of surprise.
Which is crazy.
But, oh my goodness. The Liu Kang and Kung Lao fight was probably my favorite fight.
That was the best fight in the movie.
That was the best fight. That stage was freaking amazing. I love the stage for that one. So it was so simple, though. It was like a simple stage, but it just looked so cool. I was like, oh. That is awesome stage.
Yeah,
and yeah, that fight was great, especially when he like with the different moves that Kung Lao does with like his hat and everything. I was like, oh, that's literally MK11,
the teleporting
Kung Lao and everything, like, and then he teleports with his hat and everything. I was like, oh my gosh, they're just doing it all.
I really think that they did a good service to us fans.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
This felt more grounded, like, hey, like. We know what you want, and we're gonna do it this time.
Yeah, I was blown. I was very invested in this movie, and it was so good. And then just that fight, and then my favorite part was when he has like that hat on the ground and he's trying to pull it up, and then it kind of starts spinning and everything, and then Liu Kang lets Kung Lao push him into the thing. I was like, wait, are they just gonna kill Liu Kang? And then he's like, never mind. He pulls Kung Lao towards him and pulls him down on the hat, and he gets sawed in half. I was like, oh, that was sick. That was a sick fight. Everything. And then I thought it was kind of funny too. Like, funny part was when he's fighting Shao Kahn, Liu Kang, and then he gets stabbed, and I was like, they're killing off Liu Kang now, and then. He's like, oh, well, I'm not the one that's supposed to be killing you. I'm not the chosen one. Because they end up trying to say that Katana is the one that's meant to kill Shao Kahn. And then Liu Kang just leaves. I was like where the hell is he going? Like, he just decided to leave the whole gang behind. Like,
dipped.
I know, he just dipped. I was like, dang, the ball was on Liu Kang. It was just leaving him like that.
So I thought the fight between him and Shao Kahn was cool when he's in like the throne room when he like does the firebend drop. Oh yeah, I was like, that's like the move.
Yeah, I
thought
Liu Kang's character was great too. I think he did a phenomenal job with Liu Kang's character. And then I think it was also cool when Sindel fights Sonya Blade.
Oh yeah,
it was like a short fight, but it was still pretty cool because I was like, are they gonna give Sindel her Banshee scream? And then she uses it on Sonya. I was like, oh, okay, they're doing it. They're doing it.
That was badass.
And then she has I totally forgot that they introduced these, but like the rings that she has that shoots out, which is literally MK11, like a Sonya Blade. I think that's always been her thing, but I think when they introduced like the ring style version of her abilities was MK11, because I think before it would just shoot out of her hands or shoot out of like a little gadget or something like that. So I thought it was definitely cool to design with the bracelets and then her shooting shooting a hole through Sindel.
Yeah,
I was
sick.
like, oh!
I love it when they give Johnny Cage the kick. I was like, yeah!
I thought that was great. I love that. I was like, is he getting his abilities? He's getting his abilities.
Yeah, so sick.
I didn't know if they were gonna do they were just gonna make him a regular guy with just normal like fighting skills and all that stuff. I didn't know if they were gonna add his abilities that he gets in Mortal Kombat, and then they did it at the very end. And he does the kick, and then he also does his signature move as well on Baraka, where he does the splits and then punches Baraka right in the balls.
Oh, that was funny.
I thought that was cool because I was like, that's just the move. I hate that move. That's like literally my least favorite move in all of in MK, because he did it in MK11. Like it stuns you for a second when you get hit there.
I kind of one thing I didn't like what they did with Baraka was they kind of made him like fanboy over Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I was like, I think that was a little
that's unnecessary.
That was a little disappointing. I still liked Baraka's character design, but yeah, it definitely felt weird because Baraka's always been like that thing where he's like, I'll help you, but that doesn't mean I'm on your side. Like I like you, but yeah, I thought that was very interesting that they decided to do that with Baraka's character.
And I feel like they super nerfed Quan Chi.
Oh yeah, he feels like just a normal.
He just felt like a weak ass,
like a normal
wizard. And I was
scientist assistant dude.
I'm like, this guy is fucking powerful. Like he's up there with Shang Tsung. Like they're rivals. Like they both want to rule the throne, but they're always like bumping heads in the games.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed in that. I'm like, he's a really good fighter.
They capture him at the end. And I was like, how did they just capture? They just went to him and then captured him like nothing. Like I feel like he would have put up a fight or something.
I was honestly waiting for him.
Like Quan Chi wouldn't have gone silently.
No, I was waiting for him to do one of his moves where he like shoots like a beam at you, but it's like a skeleton.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool.
I was like, come on, like you gotta do it.
But at the same time, I think he's kind of been like that because I think he doesn't get his like ability. Because I think in the games, I think even Quan Chi starts off as just a basic like I'm just helping Shao Kahn do his bidding and all that stuff, and then it's not till later when he gets like his abilities.
The game when he first started like doing more than just being like the side character was Mortal Kombat Deception. When him and Shang Tsung try to team up to take out Shao Kahn. That was the game where they actually...
I never played that one.
That was a good one. That was PS2. That was actually the game where they actually killed Liu Kang.
Wasn't it a 3D arena as well?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a side...
Yeah, it was a 3D one. That was actually the game when they originally killed Liu Kang. And they if you played the story mode, they kill him and then they put his body like underneath a lake, like chained to it, so like nobody can save him.
Overall, my favorite design, as far as character-wise, was Katana. I think Katana's design was literally from game into the movie. Like I think it just transitioned perfectly. Like the mask, the fans were great. Like her whole design, I think they did a phenomenal job with Katana's character design. I think the one that was my least favorite one was Jade.
Yeah,
because I like Jade because she was also in MK11 as well, and I don't know. They tamed her, and I don't know. She just doesn't feel as cool as she was in MK11.
I do like at the end though, like when her staff unravels.
That's cool that she does get her like staff, but I think they could have done a little bit better with Jade's design, possibly like more. Yeah.
I like
Katana's looks great. Like I feel like Jade should have gotten the same treatment.
I do like Liu Kang and what's his name outfit, Kung Lao's outfits. I feel like they're very like game accurate. Like I'm like, oh, that's especially when he changes into the white.
Yeah, because Liu Kang doesn't have anything crazy. It's always just been like your basic
his gi.
Yeah, his gi exactly. Yeah. And then Noob Saibot's character was introduced in there, which I thought was really cool.
He didn't get enough screen time.
He didn't get as much screen time. I really hope that he's not fully dead and that he comes back later on.
He's such a powerful character too. Like
he was in MK11. He was a freaking annoying.
He's literally battling 3 people, but he's split. I was like, that's sick.
Yeah, but Noob Saibot's design, I think, costume wise, was perfect. I think it looked great.
I couldn't tell if they made any changes to Scorpion's costume.
No,
it kind of looked the same, right?
Scorpion's costume looked kind of whatever. I didn't really like it too much in this one, even though he only got like 10 minutes of screen time, so they probably decided not to go all out on his costume design. And then Sonya, so I think she's always had she has like her casual look, but I think it suits her perfectly. I think the person they got to play as Sonya, I think works perfectly for her because it kind of gives me that old vibe from the old Sonya from the original movies. And yeah, I think adding the rings to her costume looks great. And honestly, I thought it was also really cool because I went to the movies and they did a Ed Boon cameo.
I know.
When Johnny Cage is in the bar and Ed Boon shows up, and I think there was people in the theater that went to see this movie, and they're like, "Who's that guy?" I was like, "How do you not know? He's literally that's Ed Boon. That's the guy that created Mortal Kombat. You wouldn't have Mortal Kombat if it wasn't for Ed Boon, and of course, I don't want to always forget him, but like Tobias as well.
He's very quiet compared to
Tobias Boon, which is also they were both creators in NetherRealm, so which is. He gets a homage because Noob Saibot is literally just Tobias Boon backwards. So yeah, I thought that was really cool seeing Ed Boon's character. I was like, oh, he's doing the Stan Lee thing. Because I don't know if Ed Boon was in the first one. I don't know if he cameoed in the first one.
No, he didn't.
But yeah, honestly,
which is crazy. You would think like, hey, like I want a cameo on my own movie.
Yeah.
Why would I not?
But it was definitely a big upgrade. It definitely felt like what I did like about it because Mortal Kombat's never had like a crazy story to follow. So I definitely like. That it you kind of saw that in this movie, like it didn't feel like an overly complicated story. I felt like I was watching the story from like you would play in the game pretty much, and that's what I liked about it, like the simplicity of it.
I would have loved more tournament fights though. I felt like it was really short. Like
the tournament fights were pretty short.
We only had 4 fights, and I'm like, there's way more characters they should have covered.
But I feel like if you would have done like full fights of all these characters, I feel like the movie would have been a lot longer.
No, I get that.
And it would have probably dragged on too long.
I really wish they would have kind of done it the way they did it with the original Mortal Kombat movie back in like the 80s, where it's like they come to the island and then like they just battle on the island somewhere. I kind of wish they would have did that instead of like them just teleporting to wherever it is they needed to be. I thought that was kind of cool, but I'm like, it feels less. What do you mean? It feels less. It feels more forced fighting versus like, hey, like.
Well, that's how they were because they were getting called over because they get chosen to be like, this is the one I'm selecting to fight. This one's and then they have to go both to the arena. I don't know. I didn't mind that too much. I don't think that was too much of an issue.
I do like that they use maps from the actual game in the movie. I was like, that's cool. Like,
or inspiration from the maps. I don't know if they were one for one from the maps from the actual game, but they were definitely inspired from the maps that are from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, because like Sonya Blade fights in the pit, Cole Young fights in the acid room. I know the map that Kung Lao and Liu Kang fight on. It's a map. I just don't remember which Mortal Kombat it's from. It's more.
I feel like I would remember that. I think it might have been MK1, maybe MK11, one of those two.
Because it's like a bunch of souls in the background, and it's like that same platform.
Yeah, but I can't get over how beautiful that stage looked. But honestly, like again, big upgrade from the first one. Honestly, because I don't even remember much of the first one. Really, because I only watched it once.
I do.
Did it go? But didn't the original Mortal Kombat automatically go straight to theaters? Yeah, that's when they tried it's going to go to theaters, but then it's also going to come out on HBO Max right away because that's when HBO Max first came out, I think. So they were trying to get people to try to subscribe to their.
It was the first movie that came out after COVID. Because I remember that was the first movie I saw in theaters after like they kind of lifted the COVID ban. And I was like, I definitely want to go see that. So, I mean, that movie came back. That movie came out like
2021, I think.
Yeah,
2022, around there.
2021.
Yeah. So. I don't remember much of the first one, but honestly, upgrade from the second one. Or upgrade from the first one. Sorry.
The first one is basically them trying to gather everybody, but it's just like the other side is trying to kill the fighters before the actual thing happens. So the tournament happens. And then number 2 is the tournament, so like it just jumps right into it.
I like Shao Kahn. I think Shao Kahn got a lot of fights in too because he fought like
he's
almost everyone.
In that game, yeah.
And I love his when they give him the teleport when he's teleporting.
No, I love it when he's swinging that hammer around.
Yeah,
too. I know he has that.
I thought Shao Kahn's design was also really good too. Like
the guy who plays as him,
I thought his voice was very good too.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was like off for Shao Kahn, but
the guy in real life who plays as him, he's like a 6 foot something yoked out dude. So I'm like, that's perfect for that character.
And then they're definitely setting up Shinnok because they introduced the amulet of Shinnok, which of course they destroy, but of course that's not like I think the one thing I was disappointed, they didn't have a post credit.
Yeah,
it kind of just ended, and they were like, "We need to get all our friends back." So that's telling me that
I think that is the post credit, but they didn't say.
Yeah, I think that's telling me that they're gonna bring, which is interesting. I was like, how are they gonna? Well, I guess they grabbed Quan Chi and he could reanimate people, so they're gonna go bring back.
Because they did it with Kano.
Yeah, so they're gonna bring back Jax and maybe they're introducing Cole Young back again. Maybe they revive him.
He's like straight burned. I don't even know how they would bring him back, but yeah, that was crazy.
But honestly, the highlight was Kung Lao and Liu Kang's fight. I think the other good fight, of course, was Shao Kahn's.
I think they both were in the last movie. They were both the cooler ones out of all the characters.
Then Katana Shao Kahn's fight was great too. I think it was a good fight. And then of course I think her fatality was the most brutal one out of all of them, where she like puts the fans and then she spins them and then cuts him. That was so sick. That was a good. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what characters are going to introduce to the next one. Like I feel like we might be getting a Scarlet. I really hope we get a Scarlet.
I hope we get like an actual.
Because I think
I don't like how they did him in the first one. What do you call it?
I think because of
reptile. I want him like an actual reptile ninja, not the lizard. I think
reptile is a lizard, so
he could transform into it.
Yeah, so why would you not have a lizard version of reptile?
I think if it's not like his main form, like to fight.
Wait, wasn't he in the first one?
Yes,
I totally forgot about that. Holy crap!
That's why I said it was injustice what they did to him.
I totally forgot that reptile was in the first one.
They should also bring in Sector and the
Cyrax.
Those two would be really cool to see because it's like they're cyborgs.
Like I said, they might be setting it up because, like, again, I think all those characters are in MK11 as well. So if they're doing the story from MK11, you're gonna probably end up seeing all these characters show up eventually into the story.
And they could also bring in the next guy, who's another cryomancer. He's part of the Lin Kuei. I think he's like a brother to Sub-Zero to Bihan. I forget what his name is, but
I remember.
I think it's his brother. You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, look it up. I was like, there's another. I don't remember if there is. I was like, there's another ice user that's in Mortal Kombat. I don't remember who it is. Like I feel like I can think about it in my head. Like I can imagine it, but I don't know. I can't say 100% certainty that there is. Ooh, Rain would be so cool to be introduced.
That's another one.
Ooh, Rain. Oh, I love Rain. Rain's such a phenomenal character as well, and also in MK11. Which one is it?
Okay, yeah. So he does have a brother. His name is Bihan. Is obviously the original Sub-Zero, which turns into Noob Saibot. But then the guy who takes the mantle up of the next Sub-Zero, his name is Kuai Liang, and it's the younger brother.
Oh, I remember him.
His code name is Tundra, not Sub-Zero, but yes.
Oh, I kind of remember him. I don't remember what he looks like, but that name does ring a bell. But yeah, that would definitely be cool. I'm definitely excited to see.
I think he's an adopted brother.
I'm definitely excited to see what they're gonna do. Technically, with Mortal Kombat, that's the thing with Mortal Kombat. You could do, I don't know, you could do as many movies as possible. Honestly, with how big Mortal Kombat is as a franchise.
Yeah.
So I don't think the third one's gonna be like the final one. I feel like we're gonna probably maybe it might be they only do 3 movies. Because you don't want to drag the series on too long because you want the movies to feel special instead of just being like, oh, well, there's 10 of them.
I think 3 would be good.
3, but then the thing is that the story that they're going with, I feel like there's still a lot more. There's going to be a lot more. There's still a lot more in the story that they could expand on. Mm-hmm. So trying to wrap it all up in a third one, I feel like the movie would feel too rushed. Yeah.
They would have to do 4 then. Because then they would have to build up Shinnok's character in the third one, and then the fourth one would be like another tournament, if you will. Because technically, they would have to do another tournament.
I think Shinnok does.
Because Outer World is only 1 away from winning the whole. So I think they should just do another tournament. But the big difference between like Sub-Zero and his brother is that like Sub-Zero always wears the mask and his brother never wears a mask. So it's easy to tell them apart because one is like, and compared to like Bihan's kind of an ass. Like he's versus his brother, he's very neutral. He's like, oh, like I'm not against, like I don't want to fight, but like I will if I have to.
Definitely gonna be interesting too, because like again, there's still a lot more characters because they technically in the franchise, I guess as a whole, you have Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade end up together. So we haven't seen that, and I feel like they haven't really built up their relationship in this one either. So like I feel like if they're gonna end up leading to that I guess relationship or whatever, I feel like you would have to do 4 movies. I feel like, because then also too. But the thing is, if you do that, if you're gonna do the relationship, which is usually what I would want, because they are together in the games and all that stuff.
I know
then you have Cassie Cage come into the story. So then it's just like you can't. If you're gonna do 4 movies, but then you're gonna do that, Cassie Cage is its own character, and she's like older when she ends up joining into like the tournament and all that stuff. So I'm like, I feel like we have to do more movies after that.
I kind of don't want them to do the love story. I want the Mortal Kombat.
Not a love story. It doesn't have to be like a love story, but they could end up together eventually, like somehow, like eventually. Because I want Cassie Cage. I love Cassie Cage. Cassie Cage is probably my favorite character.
I would prefer just the fighting stuff. There's no need to go down that like let's get married, have a kid, and then I know the story you're talking about. I've played the game, I've seen it.
Because a lot of the characters in the series right there have kids. In the future, because even like Jax has a kid, which is Jackie Briggs, which is also a very phenomenal character from MK11.
It's funny because both of those characters are just pretty much like.
So again, if you're going to introduce this new generation of characters as well, you're going to have to do more than 4 movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's so fresh, they don't even need to do that. Like they just.
But I want those characters. Those are part of the Mortal Kombat franchise, so I would like to see them in live action.
Yeah, it's part of the newer franchise. I would rather them bring in more characters from like the. Like characters like Kenshi, like Baracho, who else? There's so many other bad characters that they haven't even touched base with yet.
Yeah, Rain again.
I would love to see more of like Goro's family. Like I forget what their names are, but there's other people that
already killed Goro in the first one.
I know, but there's other people that are like him. Like there's like 2 or 3 other characters that are
Shiva, which is from MK11 as well.
There's one guy that's like a tiger. I forget what his name is.
Tiger.
Like he's got like the body of a tiger with 4 arms. I forget his name. I can't think of it.
I don't know. That sounds like a Tekken character, because there's a character called King that's literally a lion. I'm gonna look it up. Or I don't think he's a tiger. I think he might actually be a tiger. I don't know. I'm not much of a Tekken person, so I don't know. But I just know that character. I just know the character's name. His name's King. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of characters. So I definitely feel like they're not going to just be doing 4 movies, especially if each one's going to be successful. Because the first one was pretty successful. The second one's been just as successful as well. So yeah, I definitely feel like they're going to, as long as people are going to watch it, I feel like
there he is right there. Kinataro.
Oh, okay. I remember him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another character too. There's so many characters that you can't just, I feel like if you're going to do, which I would love to see all these characters, you can't just do 4 movies. I feel like they're going to do, as long as the movies are successful, each one that comes out, they'll keep making them, I feel like.
Oh, of course.
So I'll end up becoming the Fast series.
No, I hope not. No, I hope not.
I can't believe we're still waiting for the final one still for Fast and the Furious.
I gave up with
that. There's still 11. There's still 11.
Once they went into space, I was like, okay, we're not.
That was 10.
That's why I was done with it.
But the thing is, I think they know that they're super cheesy, that they just like, but people go see that Fast and Furious makes so much money every single time the movie comes out.
Well, they did say the next one they're coming out with, they're bringing back Paul Walker, and I'm like,
you can't do that.
I'm like, why would you do that? I know they're gonna have his younger brother play as him, but it's like, come on,
you can't do that. That's
stop cash grabbing.
Well, it's the final movie, so I feel like they're trying to go out with a bang. So
I think
we'll see, but. Honestly, like I said, I feel like there's still a lot more characters that they have introduced into this new series that they're gonna end up having movies out for years and years to come. Because I think the last one came out in 2021 or 2022, that was 4 years that we were waiting for the second one. So what, another 4 years, so we get 3, maybe. But we'll see.
I think that the success of this one, it might come sooner than that.
But the thing is, too, if let's say if NetherRealm is trying to work, because I've been hearing rumors that they might be working on a new game possibly, because it's already been years since MK1's come out, that they might be trying to work on something new.
What, MK2?
They might just try to focus on their game first and then the movie, because then the movie, I feel like that would be perfect, because then you would do the game, introduce the game, and then have the movie get announced a couple years after that, because then you could do collaborations from the movie into the game. So then it just provides promotion for both franchises.
Yeah, well, because the way Mortal Kombat 1 ends, it's kind of like they're restarting the entire universe, and it's just like,
well, the way it begins, because the way 11 ends, it ends with the timeline getting wiped, and then with MK1, it's like a rebirth of the whole universe as a whole. So a lot of characters get rewritten, a lot of new backstories, a lot of new things come into the play, and honestly, that's why I kind of liked MK1 because you get to see a lot of new stories. Because then also Scorpion and Sub-Zero are actual brothers in MK1, which I thought was kind of interesting. I was like, oh,
I haven't played it yet, so
I definitely would play it for if you want to play it if you're into getting that itch for Mortal Kombat. I would definitely play it for just the story because I think the story is actually pretty good. It's pretty fun seeing all these different dynamics for all these characters that you've known and you know their backstories, but they get changed, of course, totally in this one. And then Liu Kang. Oh, sorry, excuse me. And then Liu Kang's the new Raiden.
Yeah, he's the fire god or whatever.
Fire god, which I think was an awesome design. I think Liu Kang got an awesome overhaul in design when he became the fire god.
Because Raiden's always been the one running the show, so that's kind of cool to see that he's not running the show.
So yeah, and then they also did. I didn't play it, but they also did the main story, and then they actually did a expansion of the story. Oh. So I don't know how that story goes, but I heard it was pretty fun as well. But mostly with fighting games, I kind of just want to play the fighting part where I play online. Like, I never want to play the campaign, but Mortal Kombat, I kind of actually do touch up on the campaign. And I enjoyed the campaign from...
I hate fighting games online because everybody just spams. They can't enjoy anything playing those types.
It depends on who you're playing. If you're playing, like, lower tier version, lower ranks, then yeah, you're going to get a lot of spammy people. But then when you get to the higher ranks, it's, like, all about the fundamentals and all about learning when to start your moves and when to attack and when to block and all that stuff. So it definitely goes into a lot of fundamentals when you get into the higher ranks. But if you're in the beginning ranks, yeah, everyone's just trying to spam because they're at the low rank. They ain't trying to get up to the higher ranks.
Don't know shit.
Because as soon as if they do spam a lot and then they finally get into the higher ranks, they just get washed by the people that actually know how to play the game. So definitely exciting. Is there anything else I missed from Mortal Kombat 1?
I think overall it was great. Great movie.
Overall, I would give it like an 8.
Same.
Honestly, because I think I'd give Mortal Kombat 1 a 7.
Yeah.
This one's a rank up higher. This is 8 because it just had so much video game feeling, especially. Oh yeah. Also, my favorite little detail that they did when Katana's fighting Johnny Cage, and Katana wins, and then Johnny Cage just wobbling while this thing, and then Shao Kahn says finish him. I was like, that's literally how you look. Literally when you're waiting to get fatality and you have the finish on screen. So I thought that was a cool little added detail because I'm like, that's literally the way the movement is when in the game when you're about to finish someone. And then I thought that was a fun little detail. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the throw-in, especially with Johnny Cage's powers awakened now. It's definitely gonna be exciting to see him use those in the third one. So maybe we'll see that movie in maybe 3 years. Maybe 3 years, depending on if they're going to be releasing a game soon. I'm hoping if they do NetherRealm does do a new game, I'm hoping it's an Injustice 3 because we haven't had an Injustice game for a while. Because the last one, of course, was Injustice 2, which came out I don't even remember how long ago.
God, that'd be so.
Injustice 3 in today's like tech that we have now and like PS5 and everything, I think would be a phenomenal game.
It would be so cool, like. After the Street Fighter movie comes out, if they had like Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter, they're both live actions.
I don't know. They fight the fighting styles for both franchises are so very different. I feel like they wouldn't transition well into a game into a game together. Yeah. But I'm definitely excited for the Street Fighter movie.
I can't wait.
I don't know. I feel like that one. I feel like Mortal Kombat 2 was pretty successful. It made a good amount of money. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like Street Fighter is gonna.
I felt like
gonna make so much money
because it was more grounded in how the game is. This movie, like it's a lot more successful. And I think just based on what we've seen for the previews, this movie looks heavily grounded in how the game is.
Yeah.
And how like. They know it's like goofy fighting, but it's like still good fighting nonetheless.
So as much as I like Mortal Kombat 2, I feel like Street Fighter is gonna blow it out of the water.
And if this does good, we're gonna get a part,
especially with the strong cast that they have in
Street
Fighter.
It's such a stacked cast,
and just the overall look of it. I'm definitely excited to see Andrew Schultz.
And I know, right? I'm excited to see that character. And I think the fact that the actual creator of Street Fighter was on set every day when they were filming, so it's like anytime they had questions about how certain characters and what they did, they'd just be like, "Hey."
That's what I liked about Mortal Kombat 2. In the credits, literally Ed Boon was part of most of the decisions that they made.
Maybe that's why it felt better.
He was part of the production team. I think he was part of. There was a couple things that I saw his name pop up on, and I was like, oh, cool. Ed Boon was actually there helping them. Right? It wasn't just like not Ed Boon mentioned, and it was just a bunch of other people.
Maybe that's why it did better though, because he was.
I think Ed Boon was still also behind the helm of the first one as well. I wouldn't say heavily, but I feel like he still had some play in the first one. Yeah. I could be wrong though, but
I'll go back and check. But
it definitely was cool to see his name pop up on the credits for Mortal Kombat 2 because I was like, okay, now I know that's why the movie felt a lot better.
It would have been so funny, like if they just added it in there, like when he goes twisty somewhere. I don't care where they would put it at. It would have been like
that would have been fun.
It would have been funny if it was like his ringtone, like his phone rings. I'd be like, oh, that's great.
But yeah.
Oh, hey Johnny, it's for you, and he turns around, and he's gone.
Yeah. That would be fun. But yeah, so it's funny how old Ed Boon looks, but he still looks the same.
Yeah.
He still looks the same old Ed Boon. Dude. But yeah, definitely excited. I'm excited to see what's in store for a future movie. I definitely made me want to play Mortal Kombat again because I have Mortal Kombat 1. And I played it for a good amount of time, but then I stopped playing it after a while. So I don't know. Maybe I'll hop back onto it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just wait till the next NetherRealm game comes out. So it definitely made me more interested into wanting to play the games again.
Yeah. So. A movie's good when they make you do that. Like any movie. Yeah. If there's no game to the movie or vice versa, it still makes you want to go back and rewatch certain things or even play games like that.
But that's pretty much our conclusion for topics for today. I feel like we talked about a lot. Talked about some Arc Raiders, talked about Mortal Kombat 2, and then of course some news. And yeah, I think overall it was pretty good episode. It's episode 13. Shout out to our W people right here. We still need to get a new flavor. We haven't got a new flavor yet, but we'll probably get a new flavor soon because I feel like they've been introducing a lot of new stuff into their inventory, and I think right now because of Memorial Day they have like a 40% sale off of everything.
It's not bad.
So I don't know. I don't know. For some reason I've been craving some Monster lately. I don't know why. Like I enjoy I enjoy W and everything, but I don't know, for some reason the Monster's just been interesting to have because I also been taking them to work and everything. So. Yeah, I think that's also too because we just ran out. I think just a couple days ago of our W powder, so we're officially out of W. So we'll definitely be trying to get a new flavor soon. I don't know which flavor we're gonna get. I definitely want to try out one of the many flavors that they've introduced.
Sour gummy berry has got my attention.
That one's the one I kind of want to get. And then there was another one that I saw that was interesting. I forget which one it was. Bro, I don't even remember. What was it? Oh no, I kind of want to try the Japanese soda one because they have a Japanese soda powder. And I was like, I love the Japanese soda, so definitely be interesting to see how it tastes in a powder form. So maybe that one. There was I do like mango. They did release like
the
that
Chainsaw Man one. I forget what that one.
Oh yeah, I still want to try that Chainsaw Man. Yeah, the mango hard candy was one of the newer flavors. I like mango, so I don't know. Having a mango flavor as a W flavor would be pretty nice, maybe. So
we'll put the discount code in the same spot as usual.
It's always gonna be open here for 10% off if you go in and then you check out and then it says code or something like that. You put the code in. You put the code in there, which is SGI welcome, and then it gets you 10% off. So you could try some of the things, some of the flavors, or maybe if since we don't know what flavor we want to try next, maybe you've tried a flavor. And you're like, hey, you should try this one. So it gives us an idea of what flavor we should go next. Because there's so many flavors on there. And I'm just like, I want to know. There's so many, I don't know which one I want. Because there's just like, that one sounds good. That one sounds good. This one sounds good. They
all sound good.
Yeah. So definitely one thing I do wish that they did have was can versions of their W. Like, I think a W can would be kind of cool to have, get a nice little 6-pack. And then, be able to take them on the go. So definitely would be cool to have cans as a option for our W instead of getting one of those tubs. We could just get a cool little 6-pack. Maybe it's a variety pack, so you get to try 6 different flavors. That would be kind of cool. Or maybe cool. When they do variety packs, it's 2 of each flavor, so you get 3 different flavors, and then you get 2 of each, which would be kind of nice. So I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. I'll shout out to the W team maybe because I know they always innovate. I always see the emails saying that they're trying to do new things and everything. So a can version of the W would be kind of cool. I'd definitely buy that because I just like having the can with me on the go like that. So yeah. So yeah, over here again will be our 10% discount, and then also to our social medias, which will also be up there as soon as the discount code disappears. So all of our social medias. We need to get, yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's been a weird couple weeks, so definitely need to get back into the grind of consistently posting stuff either on the Instagram page, the TikTok. I haven't really posted too much on the X, like on Twitter.
Pretty much. We have one of those.
I know. I forget we have it too, but I haven't really posted on there. But we definitely need to get back onto that, and I definitely, definitely start uploading the videos more frequently because we're still have a couple episodes that haven't been uploaded yet that I'm still working on. That will probably I guess it'd be kind of cool because if you see our channel pop up, there might be like you watch one video and there's like, oh, there's 2 other videos. So, it'd be kind of cool if they have like 3 different videos to watch that are brand new. So let us know in the comments. We have a question for the audience as well. I think right there. I think we usually like to have questions for the audience to answer in the comments.
Who was the MVP of Mortal Kombat 2, and then what would you like to see in Arc Raiders next?
Yeah, let us know down in the comments which one's your favorite character. Like for me, my favorite character, honestly, my favorite character had to be Kano or Katana because I think Katana's design was great. I love her design all the way through, and then I just like Kano's humor and just his like sarcasticness and everything. I think those are 2 my favorite characters. Which one would you say were your 2 favorite characters?
Definitely Liu Kang and Johnny Cage. I think Carl Urban did a good job as. I'm kind of glad he didn't overdo it, like with being like a cocky Johnny Cage. He was more like a washed up, like he's like, it is what it is. Like I don't want to be part of this.
It's kind of funny hearing him in his like more, I guess, more American accent because I know mostly from just The Boys, and he has like that heavy. Is it British?
Australian. No. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know.
I don't want to assume that it's just because of the accent. I'm like, it's British. It's a British accent. No, I think and then it's like an Australian or something like that.
He is from Australia.
Let's look that up before we end this podcast. Let's find out. Is he British or is he Australian? Because sometimes I get confused with them, even though they're widely different. Because I've heard both different accents.
Oh, he's from New Zealand.
Okay, so
that explains the accent.
So what's the accent then? What would the accent be considered then? A New Zealand accent?
Yeah, Let me see.
What's the language dialect in New Zealand? What is it? Is it just New Zealand? I don't think that would be the actual language dialect.
Yeah, because it has the British flag on it, so it's got a bit of that. I mean,
like it's its own. It's like New Zealand. Okay, so it's still considered British then?
It's not really British. Let me see. New Zealand is an island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. It consists of 2 main land masses: the North Island and the South Island. 6th largest island country by the area. East of Australia, across the Tasman Sea. So yeah.
What? It's more of an Australian accent?
Yeah, it's a mix.
It's its own thing.
I mean, like, look, like that's the flag and the coat of arms.
Oh, interesting. Huh.
I love the accent.
Yeah, but it's funny not him having his accent from The Boys and hearing him more. I would say it's more of like an American accent.
Yeah,
pretty much. But it was very interesting. It was kind of off-putting to hear that because I'm so used to Butcher.
Yeah, diabolical.
Which is kind of I didn't talk about it in the beginning, but I did just currently start watching Boys season 4. Made it to like halfways. So honestly, after I finish 4, and maybe once I finish 5, because I know Jordan just finished 5. We might add that to the podcast to talk about the transition from 4 to 5, because I feel like 4, from the seasons I've seen before, 4 is probably like my favorite season so far. Because I think from those seasons, I think the way I would tier them is season 4 I think is on top. I think season 1 would be in second place, and I think 3 would probably be in 4th place, and I think 3rd place would be the 3rd season. Oh wait, second season I think would be in 4th. And the 3rd season would be in, I think, 3rd place as well. Because I don't know. I didn't like... second season was fun. But honestly, isn't that when they introduced Vicky? Where she pops off heads?
I think that was season 2.
That was season 2. Oh, then I guess I would put it season 2 and in section 3 because I like that. I liked her introduction character, and there was like some mystery, and I was like, oh, what the hell's happening? There's just people's heads popping off, but yeah, definitely. Season 4 has probably become my favorite season, and I'm definitely excited to see 5 because I've been surprisingly been able to avoid spoilers, so I don't even know half the things that happened in that season yet. I think there might have been. Was there anything that was spoiled? I don't think so, but I'm glad that I haven't been spoiled yet. I'm definitely excited to see season 5. I know, and you'll probably end up seeing that on this podcast and us talking about the seasons or maybe the boys as a whole, what we've our thoughts for each season and what we liked, what we didn't like, and the transitions between each season. So maybe some boys content in the future, especially for getting the Bot Rising next after the boys is over.
I'm excited
getting
for
the prequel series where we get to see more Soldier Boy, which I thought was great. I love Soldier Boy's
Jensen
character.
Ackles is a great actor,
which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun to see that because Jensen Ackles was in Supernatural, and the creator of Supernatural also helped out in The Boys, which is why it has like similar feel to like a Supernatural, and it's kind of fun seeing Jensen Ackles come back into
he's a badass
into working with
I like him.
I think Eric Kripke, I think is the one that's worked on the show. Oh, and yeah, but it's still
mine's still green.
Yeah, mine's still. I think it still should be working. I think that means it's dying soon. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much our episode 13. We're getting closer to episode 20. I'm excited to see what we talk about next and see if we do anything special with this episode 20. But it's not this giveaway, so maybe we'll reintroduce the giveaway for episode 20. So we've just been holding on to it just because we haven't had too much interaction to be able to do a proper giveaway. We want to have that more interaction so we could actually properly give it to someone that actually entered, actually watches the videos. So yeah. And then let us in the comments if you enjoyed this podcast. Leave a like, share across all our medium platforms. And yeah, we will catch you in the next episode. Stay silent, stay lethal, and we'll see you in the next one.